Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's been a minute since I posted on here due to current events and with me moving. I wanted to come on here and congratulations, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. But I wanted to come on here and talk about my experience with the Republican Party because I've been meaning to talk about it, but I've been putting it off. But now, let's talk about it. Look, so you guys won't think I'm lying. I was actually a turf coordinator for Region 4 in Atlanta. See? Signed paper and everything. But look, I had a wonderful time. I'm not gonna lie. The best time of my life. MAGA all day. But what I've noticed within the party, and I also campaigned for Angela Stanton King. I love that woman, but that's another story. But with this Republican Party, from what I've seen, my experience, I was enjoying every minute of it. I was knocking on doors, talking with people, talking politics, talking about what Trump is going to do for the next 4 years and things like that. But I've noticed that some of these politicians that were running for the Senate and things like that. Some of these people ain't never been through nothing. Some of these people, okay, yeah, they're good boys. You know what I mean? They're not like me and you. They ain't never been through nothing, and they're trying to get my vote. And then the Democratic Party ain't no better. I know there was this one woman, Nakima Williams. I seen her. I was kind of like, man, she's not gonna do no policies for Black America. She's just in there. She's just trying to get people's vote to get into positions of power so they can change legislation. But the thing that got me with the Republican Party was I was in Atlanta, right, doing my thing, but my car broke down and I had to go and do my thing. Mind you, I live in Fort Stewart, right? So, but I was traveling to Atlanta. I was staying up there, But I had my car wasn't working, so I had to take it to the shop. And you know, so my supervisor, I'm not gonna mention any names, but he was like, "Okay, well, no, can you knock in your area?" And I said, "Yeah, I can knock in Pooler." You know, I did the Pooler. I knocked in doors in Pooler, Georgia. I was stopped by the cops once, and then the second time was look. And when you knock on doors in Atlanta, it's completely different in comparison to the Pooler, Georgia area. In Atlanta, there's different porta potties and things like that, but in Pooler there isn't. So it's like around 5 o'clock, right? I'm still knocking on doors, right? Because my goal was to knock 350 doors a day, right? So I'm in Pooler, right? Knocking on these doors, and like I had to go to the bathroom really bad. And mind you, the only gas station in Pula is the End Market, and that was 5 miles from where I was at. My car was in the other side of the neighborhood, right? Uh, so I couldn't help myself. I couldn't hold it in. So I went between some bushes. I was like, let me do this really quick so I can go and keep knocking, right? Sure enough, but I knocked on this neighbor's door, right? Nobody was coming out. It was pitch black. Waited a couple minutes. I was like, okay, nobody's coming out. Let me go ahead and go on to the next house to knock on doors. But like I told you earlier, I couldn't hold it. So I went to between some bushes, right? So I was like, man, I can't. I got. When you gotta go, right? So I went to between some bushes, and I did number one. Next thing you know, I was hearing some sounds, right? And I was just kind of like, I don't know, but anyway, next thing you know, what caught me off guard was the couple came out the back house, but I was like, I was just knocking at your door, hey, vote for Trump, blah 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 blah. They came out the back door, and I was just kind of like, what? But and I had my Trump shirt on, I had my little pamphlets. Then I looked and I said, look, I apologize. I don't mean no harm. I just had to use the bathroom. I can't, the gas station is 5 miles. I apologized. But the guy didn't want to hear it, so I left. A couple minutes later, as I'm still knocking on doors, right, the police showed up. And when the police showed up, I was like, And they detained me for an hour, bro. Like the Pula police, they detained me for an hour. So I was like, what the world? But anyways, they spoke with the director of the Republican Party. They spoke with my supervisor. They was trying to figure out what they was gonna do. And it's funny, I was just at the chief of police's house, right? So next thing you know, I get they arrest me, right? They arrest me, public indecency and criminal trespass. But I'm like, if it was criminal trespass, I was knocking on doors like, what are you talking about? Look, hold on. I think I still got my badge in here somewhere. No, I have a Trump badge from when I was working. Hold up. Dang, I had a Trump badge. But anyways, they arrested me. They took my fingerprints. Boom, 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 boom. Next thing you know, they charged me with criminal trespass and public indecency, right? So I'm thinking, okay, the next day, which was on a Sunday, mind you, that was a Saturday. The next day on a Sunday, I went to go work, right? You know, I asked my supervisor, hey, am I good? It's like, no, you're good. So I'm thinking, okay, they're gonna look out for me, right? They're gonna look out for me because I've been working for them, right? A couple of days later, the director calls me and he was like, oh yeah, hey, how are you? Blah blah blah. Hey, by the way, I would like you to turn in your resignation. And I was like, what? I was like, yeah, we just can't have you make the Republican Party look bad. So I was just kind of like, all them doors are knocked for you? Like, are you serious? Yeah, it's just closer to the elections. So I said, bro, you see this, bro? You see this? This is what? Public indecency. Criminal trespass, bro. Bro, they left me for dead. You know how much, what's crazy, bro? Like, you know how much, the stuff that I had to go through? Like, and I was just kind of like, dang, all them doors I knocked, 350 doors in the heat. Then all of a sudden you want to, like, just turn me to the side because it was looking bad. It was going to make the Republican Party look bad closer to the elections. And I was like, man, these Republicans are weak. Some of these Republicans just trying to use people so they can go ahead and trying to get their Mr. Trump elected. Mind you, I have more respect for President Trump, but you got people in the party that are dirty. I'm telling you that right now, especially these directors, right? So then the guy told me, I will suggest you look for an attorney. I was like, what? Like, are you kidding me, bro? But thank Hashem, Baruch Hashem, that the charges were dropped. Right now I'm doing a little community service hours at the YMCA in Pooler. But that gave me a sour taste in my mouth for the Republicans. These Republicans are weak. They don't care about the people. They're just there to like, oh yeah, like smiley faces, blah, 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 blah. But in reality, bro, they'll toss you to the side when they see that you're a liability. Like, no, we don't want nothing to do with you. It just gave me a bad taste in my mouth with these Republicans. You know what? I'm glad that Joe Biden won, and I'm glad that Kamala Harris was vice president because these Republicans, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to tell you. It just gave me a bad taste in my mouth. I tell you what, I'll never campaign for another Republican ever again. And I think during my last few weeks, because mind you, I done did all that work. And then I seen Angela Stanton King. I was like, man, you know what? Let me help her. I actually like Angela Stanton King. I believe in what she stands for when it comes to pro-life and things like that. I did that for free the last couple weeks. And, I went to the GOP convention. And even that place, you can just tell, like, bro, some of these people are fake, bro. But I tell you what. It is what it is, bro. It's just crazy to me that the Republicans want to toss me to the side. And, I wanted to come out with this a while back, but I just kept putting it off because of legal challenges that I was facing. But Baruch Hashem that they dropped. My last day of community service is next week. I'm good, bro. But never again will I do that for a Republican. Never again, because some of these just gave me a bad taste in my mouth. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to come on here and talk about it a little bit since it's all over. See you guys later, and hopefully I'll be posting more videos soon. Um, Shalom.